Okay. Transportation meeting of December the 13th, 2022 will come to order. Everybody should have a copy of the minutes of the meeting. Please read them. If there's any mistakes, blame me.
Move to accept.
Very well typed.
Somebody second move to accept.
Accept the
Okay,
minutes
minutes.
as presented.
Thank you. Minutes accepted as presented. Wonderful.
Second,
Terrific.
if you need it.
I got a first, I got a second. Very good. Next item on the list is excursion buses. Bobby, you.
Oh, all right. The trip to the port after a slow start was very, very well received. The commissioners put out a wonderful breakfast for us. And to a person, every person that went on the trip said how much they learned and how much they appreciated it. Now, we had 70, I may be off by a couple of numbers, 78 people signed up for that trip. Diane and I called every single person over and above 40 people and told them that the trip was filled. We would keep their name for a second trip should we have one. People said, okay. At the port, the woman in charge there, Yeremi, said she would call me with a second date in late January or early February. And I would like the committee now to approve that trip so that when she gives me the date, I can call the 35 people left on the list and say, we have a date. Would you like to go?
Wonderful.
Make that into a motion.
Somebody, I move that we approve a second trip to the port.
You're gonna make a motion
I-
for a bus in late January, early February.
To the port
To the
of Palm
port.
Beach.
I make that motion.
Second, who's gonna second? She
I'll
made the
second
motion.
it.
Okay, good. So it's second.
So whenever we have a date,
All
Who
right.
seconded?
Diane,
Diane.
we will call all of those
It
people.
was an excellent, excellent trip.
They enjoyed it.
So
Is that them?
12, 13, 20, 22.
But I'm not going to put it in the newspaper because I
You
don't.
can.
No, once you have the date,
Right.
okay. Motion for
You can put the February one in, but
to
Yeah,
Port
we have 35 people already.
of Beach.
And people ask very good questions. I was very proud of our people. You know, sometimes people think that we're in a fog. But
Some of us are.
Yeah, but people asked very good questions. They were very attentive. It was really very nice.
Okay, motion for trip to the Port of Palm Beach, late January, early February, date
To be announced.
should be in it.
to be announced. All right. David Boaz.
Yes.
Phyllis.
Yes,
Simon, yes. Diana Rose.
Yes. Oh, we have to do
Diana, no,
that.
Handelman.
okay, Bobby Levin.
yes.
Linda Lawler is not here.
What?
Ruth,
Yeah,
yes. Eileen,
not here.
she's not here. Absent. Okay.
I don't know if she's
So,
on the committee anymore. She's not
um,
very well.
Okay. So I'm gonna say yes. Anyone here? Okay.
Nobody's here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 yeses. I guess it's a.
Carries.
It carries. So,
And just a reminder that the trip to the Holocaust Documentation Center is on. Diana and I will be there for signups.
At 9:30.
It's limited. I will not take 1,000,000 extra names. It's 45 people and I'll take 5 extras and that's it.
Donald, has the bus been ordered for
Yes.
January 18th?
Yes.
Okay,
And confirmed.
At $10.
so, okay.
We won't let that happen again.
I think I hear somebody knocking.
When's the date of that trip, Tommy?
I think
January the
18th.
18th,
Yeah.
the Wednesday, do you need to see it, David? It says bus to leave main clubhouse at 9:30 and return at Century Village at 3 PM. 45 reservations and 5 standbys will be accepted. That's what the flyer says. They here? Oh, good.
There he is.
How
Bob.
are you?
How are
You made it just in time.
the outlet.
Okay.
Oh, more.
And we're not going to,
I just want Mario, because we're so full of the spread they put on.
All right. Can you just pass these down to Omar, please? Patricia's not here, but she got one of those. I know the date on it is last month, but she only got it 2 days ago. All right.
is asking for bring the bus to possible to have a bus service to Holy
Holy name, yeah,
of Jesus Catholic Church, Unitarian.
yeah, just, well, it's under old business.
Oh,
so.
sure.
Do we have any other excursion buses that we need?
no, but if anybody on the committee has an idea of other places that we could go to, I would be very anxious to hear. The criteria is that they have to be, the trip has to be in a 5-hour total from front to back. It has to be fairly inexpensive, and it has to be a location that doesn't require too much walking.
I was thinking about something recently. Condo expos are at different places. Usually ours closest one is downtown at the convention center. They're here, they're in Broward.
Mhm.
You think people would want to go to get a bus to go to the condo expo?
No,
I mean, lots of us go.
Yeah, it's just a lot of walking inside.
Well, yeah, but there's an interest is the point. Listen, I don't even go to Oz because I run into so many people. I wind up getting a list of work to do. A lot of Century Village people go to it.
Yes,
So
yeah,
yeah,
Phyllis,
Um,
excursion buses.
we usually have a bus the last Monday of every month in January going to the fair. We used to
but
run,
wait, before we get to the fair, does anyone think that this is something we can look into? You think, I know there'll be interest, only because of all the Century Villagers, including Fausto, that I ran into the last time I
All
went.
right, so are you saying I should call the convention center and ask them
We
when?
can just do it
the
in 5 seconds, see what the next one is.
The next one's in
Could I finish?
February,
Oh,
but, well,
no, because I wasn't finished.
well,
So when we're done with my
delay,
thing,
hold
and then
on.
we'll go on to the next thing.
yeah,
How does the committee feel about running a bus to the expo? Free lunch?
well, you gotta be registered.
Well, that's on them, right?
Well, the individual has to register in order to get the lunch ticket.
Yes, that's on them to register. We can
Yeah.
help with that.
Yeah.
What about providing a bus?
Okay.
No, it's your committee. You guys have, I'm only making a suggestion. I can't even make a motion.
The expo center, where you learn what you can do with your apartment.
You got
Decorate.
management companies, you have vendors, you have roofers,
Oh, that's not bad.
contractors.
That's not bad. Oh, I didn't,
That's what the
I
expo, I'm
thought it was
sorry.
a seminar.
No, it's a
Oh,
condo
it's
expo.
not bad.
It's essentially a trade
Like the
show.
fairground has stuff
Also,
all
it's
the
a
time.
trade show
It's
for our.
it's essentially a trade show for condominium boards and property managers. It just occurred to me that every time I go to one, I run into people from Century Village. They're probably driving themselves there, right?
And paying for
Well,
parking.
And paying for parking.
well, would it pay to put like a little blitz in the paper? Would you have any interest on having a
Right
bus?
there.
All right.
We run it in January's paper a little.
And
If you have any interest for the next trade, I think it's in February, late February. or-
There's two. There's that condo expo and then there's the cooperator. They're both in the
Right.
same place.
Well, we're
if you have any
interested in the
interest-
condos.
Call us,
or email back to the reporter
yeah,
or.
email back to the reporter with a name and a number.
Who's gonna write it up?
Trade show.
Oh,
Want me to write it up?
yes.
Yeah, just
Anybody,
a little
I'll
blurb.
put it in my report. If anybody's interested
that's
in
a good
in a
idea.
free
That's
bus
what-
to go to the condo expo on this date,
uh,
come back to me and I'll compile a list. I'll bring it to the committee.
They sent out the paper already. I forgot the date on it because I registered.
Diana, did you have a suggestion?
I thought you can find the next date.
I can't.
You said you can look
Okay,
up.
Oh, I
Oh.
can't. I
Okay.
just don't think going shopping
Does
is
that-
the use of the $600 bus. That's my feeling.
All right, Phyllis had a
Talked about having a-
Phyllis had a question
I know.
about the fair.
Okay,
That would be so nice.
all right,
I don't wanna drive there.
okay.
It'd be worth it to
What is
me.
she asking for?
It's all right. Let's listen to what Phyllis has to say.
Okay, every year, I don't know, if we did it last year because of the virus, but usually every year prior to that, on the last Monday in January, we had a bus that ran every half hour or an hour, I can't remember, to the fair, that'll be at the fairgrounds. Somebody used to handle that. It went from the clubhouse to the fair up until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know if you want to advertise it.
You
if
can't,
want-
it's too late, last Monday in January.
But the paper comes out at the end of the month.
If it
And this
goes-
is until the last Monday of January. We used to take off one bus every hour on the hour and people used to go, people used to
But
like
whether it
that
can get into
fair.
the paper or not is a separate issue. This is a committee decision whether to
Mhm.
go with. a
Right, so you need to make a motion to see if anybody wants to do that.
Well, nobody really did it, just the bus company handled it. You don't have to sign up, you just show up at the clubhouse at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock and you go to the fair and you,
But I need you to make a motion that that's what, as a committee member, that's what you want for us to look
You
into.
could just say so moved. Say so moved.
I'm going to make a motion that we get a bus on the last Monday of January to take people to the fair.
Is that on the date that's for seniors, pre-admission for?
Yeah, that's
Oh, gotcha.
usually the
reason we
last
didn't go
Monday.
Last year
Oh,
was.
I'm not sure of the date. I could call them and let you know for sure. But like I said, it's usually the last Monday of the month.
All right. Second.
Is there a second on that motion?
I'll second it, it was very popular. However, we have to remember to change the times. Because the last time we went, the bus sat for almost an hour before they could get in.
Well, because it went too early. I don't think it opens up till 11 or 12 o'clock.
They did not had to sit outside because they weren't open yet. We sent a bus too soon.
What time did they open? Do you
That
know?
I can't tell you, Phyllis, you know more about that than I do. All I know is that the bus almost sat there an hour outside before they could get in.
Well, I could call them and I could find
That's what I'm
out
saying, you
for
have to find
sure.
out what the-
And time is short, so.
Very
I could do it tomorrow morning.
The time that the bus can go in, not just the time that
Right.
anybody can go in.
The bus company itself at that time handled it. You didn't need,
You're going too far into details now.
you didn't need anybody to really go with it.
But it was well attended. They used to be, and I think the last bus came, left there at 5 o'clock.
Oh, that's right, there were different pickups and drop-offs during the day, right?
Once an hour it went there,
Yeah, every hour and the hour, and the last pickup, I think, was at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. And if you weren't there at 5 o'clock,
You had to find a way to get home.
There's no nanny on that one.
No.
Okay, motion to send buses to fairgrounds the end of January for senior day, to go on the hour till 5 PM.
Mm,
Motion made by Phyllis, seconded by David Boaz.
mhm.
Okay. David,
yes.
Phyllis,
Yes.
Diana Rose,
Yes.
Diana Endelman,
Yes.
Bobby Levin,
Yes.
Ruth.
Yes,
All right, let's see.
So with that expo, don't they also usually have the certification class?
They have this, they have all the certification classes,
All right.
they have everything there.
I'll write that up.
Yeah,
Good. Thank you.
okay, it passes.
So I'm sorry, this is end of January, like,
Yeah, we're gonna get you the dates. We're gonna get you the exact dates and the time. We'll coordinate it.
but this is because I got lost a little bit. This is for this, we're gonna do something with the same buses that we have here, or is this is an excursion?
I
bus?
believe they take the little buses, right? They don't take
Yeah,
the
we took the
excursion
little
buses.
Remember the last time it was the Jitney's buses, it wasn't what we
Yeah,
have now.
it was the small buses.
Yeah,
So the same buses that we use here, we just
Yeah.
gonna,
yeah.
Yeah, they just go from the clubhouse to the fairgrounds and back.
They took-
here in Salem?
Yeah, yeah. Phyllis, I'm gonna leave it up to you to get me the dates.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll call them tomorrow morning.
So I'm gonna put it right in the minutes. Phyllis to
It will-
supply.
It
While
leaves
we're
from the
thinking about-
clubhouse.
Do we want to look ahead to the spring and contact the ballpark and see if they will give us a special deal on tickets for ball game? That took a lot of,
Hmm.
discussion. Tell me if you want me to do it or not.
What was it? Was it popular last time?
We haven't gone for a couple of years.
They're gonna give you the.
I mean, I'll find out a bus to go to the ballpark and if they'd give us a special deal.
Yeah,
on-
They
yeah,
did
look
the
into it.
last time, I think, didn't they, the last time we went?
Yeah, I see you,
Yeah.
okay? Yes, Phyllis,
I just want to remind you that New Year's Eve, the buses usually run till 1 o'clock in the evening. And not to forget that New Year's Eve is coming up. We have the buses run,
We run the
To 1
buses later
o'clock?
because of the event.
okay.
yeah.
Omar, are you aware of that? There's a New Year's Eve party at the clubhouse. So we need bus service till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Did you do it last year? Because it was the
No,
first.
No,
No,
Okay. Okay.
it's first New Year's.
We
for
don't
us.
receive that information yet.
No,
but we
so
give
it's
it,
gonna be on the 31st.
yeah,
Extended service until what time, 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
To 1
yes.
o'clock,
So last departure, 1 o'clock?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that most of the people will be gone before then, but
Yeah, but there's a big party in the,
Yeah.
New Year's Eve party in the
Clubhouse.
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 So do you remember if they used all 3 buses or did they go down to 1 or 2 buses?
Last trip is 1 o'clock,
Yeah, the last
1
departure,
AM.
last departure, 1
I don't think we need more than 2 buses.
I don't remember what they did. I don't think they kept, in my memory, I don't think they kept all 3 buses till 1 o'clock.
No.
Only a couple hours, but, well, it's more than a couple hours.
Yeah, well. Yes, Phyllis,
Since we're talking about buses, can we discuss Christmas Day when everything is going to be closed? Are we going to run our buses?
let's finish,
One thing at a
we're
time.
going backwards. We're working on, we need to tell the bus company how many buses they need for New Year's Eve. Don't
Okay.
change the subject. Would you say that 2 buses would be more than enough?
If for the internal routes.
They're only doing the internal routes, that's it.
Okay, so we can separate, send one bus all the way north and one bus all the way
Yeah,
south.
does that work for you guys, 2 buses?
Yeah,
Okay,
so we're
Okay.
gonna run the regular service until 9 or 10, and then we're gonna release 2 buses, and we're gonna keep 2 buses to the end of the night.
for that,
I think 2 buses only, just to take people home.
yeah, just whoever wants to,
Do you wanna do this, well, do you wanna continue the service every hour after past 10 o'clock, or?
You may as well, some people might leave earlier.
some people might leave earlier.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to find out. You wanna do like a on-demand service, or just every hour?
But there's a show also that night besides the dance.
Okay, if it is a dance, then it's 10
But the
o'clock.
show's over at 10 o'clock.
Okay, so then
So
the service,
another one
regular
11,
service.
another one 12, another one. 8.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Okay, so 2 buses, extended
10 o'clock,
service,
11 o'clock, 12, and 1 o'clock.
yes, okay?
Okay,
You got that down?
yeah,
All right,
so regular service until 10,
right.
departure 10 o'clock for the regular show. And then after that, we'll release 2 buses, we keep 2 buses until 1
And
o'clock.
I agree with you, you should split the village, north, south,
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
area.
yeah, north of World.
Whatever works easier for you, east or west or north and
Yeah.
south, doesn't matter. Okay? And if you have any suggestions, make them now.
No, I believe that's fine.
Yes,
We're
you're
good.
good with that? Okay,
Worst case scenario, last run is still too busy, and the bus full out, we just tell the drivers to come back and do another trip.
I don't think you're gonna have that many people. A lot of people drive, but it's just,
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
okay, Phyllis, back to Christmas.
Back to Chris.
Most stores will be closed on Christmas Day, including Publix.
Chinese restaurants will be open.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
if you know, you know.
Okay. What do we want to do? Do we want to run all our buses on that day? There are no stores open. Most stores are all closed. Do we
Holiday
want to run our
service.
buses just through the
Holiday
village
service.
and till 3 o'clock? There's no reason to go to Publix. There's no.
We already have a holiday schedule,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
We have an abbreviated holiday
As far
schedule.
as I know. I was gonna ask
That's
Dave.
all.
Combo run,
Combo.
working that day.
So I think that's covered.
Mhm.
What kind of holiday schedule?
So I take one of the,
No, but
Andy schedules, take a
your
peek.
holiday schedule still means that you're running the mall buses.
No.
And there is no reason to run the mall buses.
we're not running the mall buses, combo bus. We only
So
run
what
the
buses are you going to be running on
We
Christmas Day?
only run the
A
combo
combo
buses on holidays. Combo bus.
Only.
Again, I'm gonna say about Publix. Publix is not open. Do we want to?
No, that day the public start working.
Doesn't work.
The bus won't stop at Publix
Right.
because Publix will be closed.
So that means the only buses that will be running will be in the,
The combo bus is an external bus route. It goes outside the village. It makes limited stops. It won't make stops at stores that are closed. Who would want to get out and go into a store that's not open? But
okay,
some
what
things
about?
are
With
open.
a gun.
What about our other buses, our small buses? That means they're not gonna be going to Publix, they're gonna stop, right?
There's no such thing as a small bus.
The internal,
You
you
know,
mean the internal route?
they just need to
The
go,
internal routes run the way they always run.
they're gonna run to Publix for empty,
All right, I'm
when
done.
Publix is
All right,
I'm
closed?
done.
He
We just told you.
I
We
tried.
just told you,
Just
that the
told you
buses will
no.
not stop at Publix.
There's nothing else open. You're wasting
Okay.
a lot of money.
So are you making a motion to eliminate bus service on Christmas Day?
No,
Since
I-
everything is
no,
closed,
I'm
you
not
just told
making
us.
that motion. I'm making a motion that you don't go to Publix.
They don't.
Okay, so make a motion, put your thoughts in a motion. What would you like the committee to decide upon?
I make a motion that the interior buses just go through interior in the village on Christmas Day and stop at a certain time.
No exterior service on Christmas Day. Is that your motion? Okay, does anyone second Phyllis's motion?
We were running the meeting, can you?
No second,
Lack of a second, let's move on, Fausto.
no second, okay.
Second, no
next.
motion. Next,
I have something to,
Yes,
in
David,
that same vein.
yes, David.
I know we gave you the calendar for the shows, but shows start on Tuesday and Thursday in January. So if you don't have that flyer, I don't have all the dates. But there's shows that'll be starting in January. I think the first one doesn't start till third, I don't know for sure. But anyways, on those days, you're gonna have to have the bus there till 10 o'clock. All the other time, we don't have any service past 9 o'clock except on show days.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
if you have that flyer. if
We,
you don't, we'll give you
we
one.
take in that flyer every month, because we put the clubhouse every month.
All right, but we have one that I gave you guys one that has the whole year in it.
I have that one, I have that one.
We have more out front, we can get those. So
Yeah,
I just
that's
want you
fine.
to Not forget that
So that will be 2023.
that'll be coming up soon, and I'll see that we can give you those flyers that has all the dates of all the shows in it.
Okay.
Do we have any other old business? Old business, new business? No new business. I know Patricia sent you an email yesterday, just reference to the scanning. You said you were working on it.
Yes, I spoke to Eve Franceschi.
Right,
She said that you guys print the ID cards here. She has a machine that prints the ID card, and the ID card has a barcode in the back, and the barcode will actually, if you scan it, will give information. She said that you probably get more information than what we need, because I just want to have a head count.
right.
And that barcode will give me address, name, and this, and that. So, well, we don't need any of that. But were you guys using that barcode for? What are you using it for? What is?
Just the head count.
Yeah, but the problem is that they don't have any place in the entire village that the residents have to scan the barcode to access any place.
To get on the bus.
No, you're not following me. I was asking her.
Yeah, no, yeah.
There's
okay.
any location that there is installed any device where the residents have to scan the barcode to access, like opening point or to the pool,
Yeah.
or to, there is no place.
There
Yes,
is,
there is.
believe it or not, there is.
She told me there is no place
You flash your card and there's a camera there that reads it. At the end, at the clubhouse, I believe there's 3 of them, right? And
Right.
each,
On the side doors.
there's 2 at least that I'm aware of. But
Okay,
it's just, it doesn't scan the card. It's a camera that you show your ID card and the guard pushes a button and opens the.
yeah, that's what she said.
Right.
Yes, you show the ID,
Right.
but it's a manual, it's someone opening the door for you. So you
Right.
show the camera and the security guy checks,
Yeah.
visually checks the ID and
Mhm.
opens the door for you. But there is no place that automatically you scan your card,
No.
like access point, and you scan your card, you go through.
Right.
I was looking for what company you guys using to scan the IDs and access a place, so that I can use the same company to do a setting in my buses, and there's no such thing.
No.
So what I did, I presented it to my the regional maintenance manager. I called him to try to find out if there is any other place that we are using a similar system. And as a fact, we are using something similar in University of Miami. University of Miami has systems connected to the buses that counts the actual detect the actual body coming through the door.
Right,
And it sends, the data can be collected from the sensors and be reading and transported to a PDF as a spreadsheet. So I just call him, the person that has to do with that. We are using different companies. There's one that we're using here locally in UM. There's one that we use in Disney. So I just call him to find out exactly what's the processing to have it installed in our buses. I'm planning on meeting with him This is a person that is not only handling the company, that, you know, the business with the company that is doing this, is also the one handling the business for the University of Miami. So hopefully I can get a better understanding of what to do with that, and then we go from there. I sent the request to corporate. Corporate says, come and follow up with the Central Village, see if they have anything first that we can use.
Okay.
Same technology, same, because it is the same barcoding.
Because I know the previous bus company, whatever they did, they got it right away. Right? Go ahead, David.
Only thing we really need from you is what time and where. Every hour that you're there. We don't need any other information, and what the bus stop is, and how many people get on at that bus stop and at what time.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
And I will look back through my notes. We were never charged by Transdev
Right.
to have those things installed.
And we asked for it and they got it within a month. They had them, they had a,
I mean, well, I can probably reach out of this company as well.
But they didn't, the drivers themselves would actually, the person couldn't do it. The drivers themselves would actually hold it and it would scan. It wasn't anything that you slid through.
No.
yeah, it's just a visual. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm working on it. Hopefully you can get better idea after I talk to, speak to, his name is James. After I speak to him, I'll probably have a better idea and where to go.
Okay.
Get, because if we have it installed for University of Miami, it's something that is,
Well, maybe if you can get to it, even if you put one on a bus, so we get to see what it does before you buy something and put it on all the buses.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
But like David said, the other bus company put it on. We weren't charged for that. That was included in the, because we needed a head count on which routes were worth keeping and which routes needed saving.
Of course,
So,
I understand.
okay.
And the other thing that we have from the prior meeting, I was looking at my notes. The other thing that we were asked was I'm sorry.
Your performance reports.
I have the performance reports. I'm gonna send it today.
Oh, you didn't bring them with you?
No,
No, okay.
no, I'm gonna send an email to
Bishop.
Miss Caputo.
Copy me on that email, please.
Yeah, sure, yeah. The signs for no foods food or drinks allowed, the buses are on. The
The holders for the
holders,
schedules.
yeah,
Schedules, what
the
about?
holder for, they are placed on the buses already. Now, my question to you guys is, the printing and making copies
Yes,
to put them on the buses.
right.
You want us to make the copies and put them on, or can you guys provide the copies to the drivers?
Well, the last time you were here, you said you guys were gonna provide the copies.
Okay. That's fine. No big deal.
I mean, you offered, so
No,
we appreciate it.
that's fine. So we made the copies, we made the copies then. So let's set the printers to make copies, a large copy.
Yeah, but it's, legal size.
Legal size.
The scale we have for normal. We got-
Well, yeah, does the holder have the legal size?
It's a legal size.
The holder you bought is a legal size holder?
No, it's smaller, but it's for letter side, but you can put legal, you need to just accommodate the legal side. That's fine, it will work,
All right.
it will work. That's fine. Let me take note of that.
What else have you got for us?
Okay, Publix,
Yes.
the road is closed because you have the construction.
I'm sorry?
Construction zone there in Publix,
Yeah,
here in Publix.
yes.
We have a construction zone there and the road is closed. The road we usually,
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
Bells, yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
work over there.
Yep.
Yes.
so we have to move the stop We have to move the top because it's unsafe. The bus go through on the second entrance and they go inside the parking lot is unsafe. It's dangerous.
Usually when we go down the road, we use the first entrance for Publix. Then we circulate on the perimeter of the plaza, we stop right before the entrance of Publix. And then we use that front road right in front of the entrance to exit.
Right,
So now we have to go the other way. We have to
The other
go
side.
in
And-
to Publix Plaza using the road that we usually go for the exit. So instead of making a right turn around to try to make it the same stop, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go facing Publix, make a left turn right in front of Publix, and then we're gonna start picking up on the other side of Publix.
okay, where the closed store is, by the closed liquor store there.
Yeah,
That's the only change, so
Okay,
I don't know if you guys need to advise the community that that's happening. I mean, I'm pretty sure that when they see the buses pulling there, they will
yeah,
start going to the buses. And the other thing is that it was a problem that it was brought to our attention. Buses cannot sit and wait there
we know
in
that.
that store. We're not allowed to do it. So what we're doing, the first bus coming is gonna stop, drop off and pick up and continue.
Okay,
Second bus gonna do the same, stop, drop off, pick up and continue. And on until the last bus. So the last bus, we actually stop and sit tight until it's time, it's the final hour to go. Because there's no room to park all the buses, like sometimes they park one or two buses back to back on.
I see 3 buses there, yeah.
Yeah, so since there is no room for that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna just bus it, we'll stop and go until last bus will stop, wait until final time, and then we'll go.
Will your bus drivers notify the riders of where the new pickup is going to be?
yes.
They'll notify them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you can put on your,
You have a channel or something, or TV channel, or the news, something that you guys can put it on?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty
We
sure,
could-
that.
Yeah, we could do it. We could try putting something, but there's no guarantee that the bus riders are going to go on the TV and see it.
no, the driver explained
Maybe
to the
Donald, you
people.
could include
when-
that in your.
when they-
The driver would tell.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that,
Tell me what needs to be in the message.
There's gonna be a
that
change in. the-
while there's a construction going on at the Publix shopping
outside of
center,
Bell's.
Mhm.
there will be alternates pickup and drop-offs spots. See bus drivers for location. Let the bus driver tell them this is where,
yeah,
Yeah,
when we.
That makes
inform the
more
people,
sense.
It's the same,
because
It's gonna
the bus-
change day to day.
well, that's why I'm saying, see the bus driver, the bus drivers.
Alert them to the
Be
buses.
aware that the bus
Right.
stops may change.
Does that make sense? We'll put it in
Somebody
Donald's
tell me
report.
where they're having construction and what.
Outside of Bell's.
Bell's.
Next door to Bell's, they're building another store.
Oh,
is it a
yeah.
store, Donald?
Yes,
Anybody know what it is?
yes, Hollywood,
Like, it looks like a lot of stores, few stores.
Hollywood,
Dave's Pizza.
New Hollywood.
You mean for,
Yeah,
Dave's-
pleasure toys.
Aldi's.
Dave's
just
Pizza.
what we need.
Fellas,
I
if
don't
you
know.
remind our riders.
Frederick's a Hollywood.
We'll get the
Yeah.
word out to everybody.
all the drivers.
Hollywood?
When you drop off, the driver.
Nobody
explain
here
you
knows
it's
what a
the same
Hollywood is.
Right, right.
Stop for pickup.
Did you see the White Lotus?
Just keep
When
reminding
the
us
bus
because we
stops,
don't-
get
Yeah.
off. When the bus.
That's why I said, let the bus drivers, let the riders know, I'm dropping you off here, this is where I'm gonna pick you up.
Gonna get eyelashes.
Did
We
you
are
see
on
the
the
White
same page.
Lotus?
Okay,
Bits of it, not the whole thing.
just remember, people, we're recording this. Okay, anything else from you, Omar, from the bus company?
I'm going back and check, we don't have any other excursion scheduled until January, right?
January 18th is the next excursion bus.
There's nothing else on the summer.
Not that I'm aware of, no. Nothing, right, for December? No.
Okay. Okay, January 18th. I don't have, is that the email that you were back and forth today? For January 18th, okay.
By the way, I don't know if you know who the bus driver was that came in at the very last minute when we went to the port last week, but he was wonderful.
Oh, Luis,
I don't know.
Willis.
He
It was
was
wonderful.
he's one of my, go-to guys.
No, it was
He's,
Polite.
he's everywhere.
Friendly.
Yeah, he's everywhere. I called him last minute and he right away,
Yeah, he was,
he told me, he asked me, where am I going? I said, I have no idea. Just go. I told him, I have no idea. Just go find out.
He got that, yeah, he was very good.
Thank you so much. Oh, but the way, you know what? I put the name of the lady that usually called me to give me, remember that we were talking about last meeting? Someone that calls to give me compliments. She called me again and I put down her name somewhere. That's, yeah, her name.
Must be Bobby Levin.
Not me.
Compliment.
I don't compliment anyone.
Is her name Phyllis Seidman?
No, I didn't call anybody.
Anything else,
Would you
Omar?
know if you did?
Not on my end.
Okay,
Just coming to the end of the year and I hope you guys have a wonderful time and
You
happy
too,
holidays to all of you. We are not gonna see you again until next year, so.
right?
okay.
All right,
My best wishes
I
to
have-
you guys.
I'd call you first.
I have, a couple of people had questions. And I referred them to go to the clubhouse and see the on-site manager,
The on-site?
whoever's there,
Supervisor. Mhm.
supervisor, whatever you want to call.
Yeah.
Out of 5 phone calls, all 5 people called me back and said, there's nobody here that's willing to answer questions on the bus.
Do you know what they?
They're coming in. I pick up the phone, somebody wants to know, does this bus go here? Is the bus on time or whatever?
Okay, let me explain you something.
Does he have a little badge that says manager on site?
No, he has the. he
Uniform,
has the
that's right.
uniform,
Eh,
the uniform, but let me
Yes.
explain you something. If we have some driver is new,
Mhm.
he don't know the road.
I know, I explained that to him.
Supervisor have to go with that driver.
Okay.
and Training him,
Yeah,
Okay,
how many trips he need.
yeah.
well, I'm just asking for the simple, because I said,
Oh, that-
I've
that's
seen
it.
him there with a clipboard. I've seen people there. I told him, go see the security guard, because the guard should know who the
That's
on-site
the
manager
only
is.
reason.
Yes, so let's do something, let's give them, let's create a small cheat sheet with the phone numbers and the names of the supervisors and the days they're working. The regular supervisors,
Okay.
the regular supervisors in the morning, regular supervisors in the afternoon,
I
and the
don't,
day.
That would be
they work.
helpful.
I don't see.
If you could give that to Patricia.
Yeah, the day they work,
Donald, this way, when we get these phone
Donald, I
calls,
don't
we
think.
can,
yes, in case, because he, you know what also happened?
Telephone numbers, no?
I have your problems.
You know what also happened that sometimes the
That's
buses
okay.
leave and the
Yeah.
supervisor goes sit to his car. They make,
I
the buses
know,
are gone and they may go sit on his car because, you know, we don't, I'm talking to Racheski to find, to make an office that, you know, we'll have also, you know, access to the community to go and present any complaints, any comments, anything. To have a small office so the supervisor can be located there. And supervisor will run down to dispatch the buses, and in the meantime, he will be inside the clubhouse. But we're not there yet. So
okay,
in the time being, supervisor is parked somewhere and he just walk into his car.
Okay.
Uh,
it just,
but the phone number we'll fix
you
it.
know, if we can get in touch, I could,
Exactly.
I mean, we're not gonna give it out, but we'll call, say, listen, there's a person
Listen, this
there
person looking for
that's
you.
looking, that's got questions on the buses.
I got to send you all the
We-
phone numbers, what they,
What they did there, that's fine.
And we keep it the same supervisors. We finally managed to have
Yeah,
the
two.
same person every day of the week.
Okay.
So the days off are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay,
But then it's Sunday, Monday, the afternoon covers for the supervisor in the morning. And
Okay.
Monday and Tuesday, the morning cover for the afternoon, and then the rest of the week is Monday and afternoon, same supervisor
okay,
all week.
okay, all right. General discussion. We have any general discussion? Wow, this is good.
Wait, I do.
Wow.
Would there be any point in asking the bus company to make up an article that we could put into the reporter that highlights these particular things? The supervisor is usually at the clubhouse. You may miss him because there's an emergency. Bus routes may change because of construction. You know, pinpoint, I don't know if that's overkill, to write an article that we, you know, the bus company
Yeah, you can do that. So
Okay, by me.
put something in writing from you as the transportation person, and we'll put it in the paper,
You know.
just generally what goes on.
Right,
Get how many supervisors you have,
and he's usually there, but
you know,
you may come
A
and,
picture of them,
yeah.
this is the boss, you know, that kind of thing.
General
You know.
information. Send it to Yuko Reporter, WPB@gmail.com.
Okay, you go,
Reporter,
UCO reporter.
REPORTER,
Gmail.com.
WPB, that's West Palm Beach, @gmail.
I missed a part, UCO reporter,
Yes, WPB,
WPB,
yes,
At
At
gmail.com.
Gmail.
just highlight some things, you know, that
1,000
people
words or
should
less.
know.
300 words of it.
You know what?
You could put in something like those reports.
Yeah. Performance reports.
Just-
No, but
I'm not gonna put the performance report.
No, no,
Not the
no.
report
But-
itself, but
Yeah,
that.
Just
and
generally,
right,
generally-
no food on the, no eating on the buses.
Yeah.
You know, just general information, let them know finally,
Yeah.
we're making you a star in the reporter.
you know, that the suggestion forms are on the buses
Yes.
and leave them in, you know, just all those miscellaneous things.
Okay,
Go back to the skills. We put on all the buses.
Hmm?
Skills laminate on the first window.
Right,
So if you, for some reason, you don't have paper schedule,
right.
you can see
you can take a
the
picture.
time, you take picture with your
Right.
phone and you have the schedule, because all the schedule,
Every single bus.
yeah. We laminate all the schedule and we put the.
Put them on the
Okay, all
window.
right. Well, we're trying to, you know, we're trying to get, the paper gives information. It's
Mhm,
available on the computer, it's available online.
mhm.
So besides, it goes to everybody in the village. The more information we get out, the better off it is,
Sure.
you know?
Do we agree?
And
I have one more question about this, what we planning on doing for the senior fair. This is going to be I do all day, afternoon.
what did-
Going, I mean, I'm just talking about buses going from the clubhouse to the fairground.
I'm not sure if the fair opens at 11, if we should just start at 12 o'clock.
Whatever.
But I have to call and make sure, like David said, the bus waited an hour last year. So I
Okay.
want to make sure,
So we're gonna do this every single day until for.
One day.
It's
No,
one
one
day.
day.
It's
only
just
the
one day.
last
One day.
Monday of the month of
Two buses?
January. I'm going to make
One
sure
go and the other back, or
Yeah,
it's going to run.
two buses?
It's gonna run every hour on the hour from the clubhouse. It's gonna go, say, from 12, go to the fair and pick up the people that went earlier and come back up until 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock will be your last run home. Is that what it was, David?
Yeah, but my question
Hold on,
is,
hold on, hold on.
one bus or two buses?
Every hour from the clubhouse,
one bus.
One bus.
One bus, small bus,
after 11 until until 5,
Well,
Until
up
five.
until
Well,
5,
I would say from 12 to 5.
4 to
If
5.
they don't open till 11,
right, so I
you
figured,
know, just to be on the safe side.
right.
So leave clubhouse, go to the fair, drop off and return and wait for the following hour to
Right,
go again.
right,
Right,
And then,
right. And then they'll pick up and come back with
Okay.
somebody
If they
on it.
open at 12, we would leave here at 11. Or
Well, whatever.
yeah, well, doesn't really matter now.
whatever.
Now, this is an additional bus we're gonna use other than the regular service or
You're talking faster than I can hear.
this is an additional bus to the regular service?
Yes,
Yeah.
well, all the other years, we managed to take a bus off a route. We did.
Well, if you have that information.
No, Jose took a bus off the route.
Is this, do you have any idea if this is gonna be a Saturday, Sunday, or a weekday?
Monday.
Just a
Monday.
Monday, just
a
the
Monday.
last Monday of January. I'm gonna make sure that that's the senior day, that they give senior discounts.
January 31st happens to be a Tuesday. if I'm
No,
not
no, no,
mistaken.
no, it would be, it wouldn't come out on, I think it's the 28th. Who's got a calendar?
January?
Yeah, look
January
at the last
31st, I believe,
Monday,
is a
the last
Tuesday.
Monday,
Last Monday of,
January is what day?
Last Monday in January is the 31st, the 30th.
I'm gonna double check
30th.
everything.
That's what I
30th?
said.
Okay,
30th.
the 30th,
What I said.
okay.
God,
You
I'm
have to
good.
verify that that's when they're going.
30th.
That's it.
I don't know how you would take a bus out of service.
I don't think so either.
No,
No.
The weather's good.
Oh, it's an additional bus. You're gonna continue with the same?
Everything else stays the same. This is above and beyond. And for that one day.
mm,
And it's a small bus.
Yeah.
We don't need a.
You guys don't need a excursion bus, it's just a
No,
regular.
no.
Bus we have here.
Oh, But I'll
There's
check
no such thing
everything
as a small
tomorrow.
bus.
Well, yes, right. Well,
It's this bus
A
or an excursion bus.
smaller bus.
okay. Have any other questions, Omar, for us? Does anybody have any questions for Omar or Mario? Good. Good and welfare. Anyone?
I'd like to go on welfare.
Me too.
Like to go on
If
welfare.
there's no more discussion, no more questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I move we close the meeting.
Thank you, everyone.
Motion made by Bobby. Who seconds the motion?
I second the motion.
Phyllis. All right, thank you.
All right, boss will be home tonight.
55 minutes.